So just like every year with cash crops, cover crops are different every single year. There's new successes, new challenges. In spring of 2025, it seems like we're definitely behind for where we should be for the calendar year. Things seem to have been very slow in March and April to get growing and don't have as much height or as many growth stages as what we would expect for what the calendar says. In a way, that's a good thing. It makes it so that we can plant into less cover crop residue and have an ideal seed bed. But at the same time, it may mean that it's harder to get some of our cover crops and everything terminated. So as I work with farmers around Illinois, one of the big things that I always advise is making sure that we're managing to the year. Not every year is the same. So we can't set a goal of, oh, I'm going to go terminate my cover crop the first week of April and stick to it every year. We have to be able to adjust to the conditions that we're living in for that particular year. One big thing that I always caution guys on, not just how much growth the cover crop has, but thinking about what the soil moisture conditions are. So if we're in a really, really dry year, it's going to make sense to try to terminate that cover crop earlier so that it's not taking moisture away from a cash crop that desperately needs it. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if it's a wet year, that cover crop being alive, it helps to pull moisture out of that soil and evaporate it so that we can get that cash crop planted in a timely manner. So making sure that we stay flexible is always the key. Making sure for those who are just getting started and unfamiliar with some of that, making sure that you have the right resources. Whether it's your ag retail, your seed advisor, or even better yet, a neighbor or friend who's been through the process before and can offer some advice, make sure you have some ideas of who you can call and visit with. Most folks planting cover crops are really excited to get to share what they've learned over the years, and a lot of times they'll share with you the lessons that they learned that they don't want to repeat. So sometimes we learn more from our failures than we do our successes.